Hey guys, Dan here from Daniel Arts Effects, and it's been a while. I think it's been a while since I've done this, but I thought while I'm out here, I might as well do another what's in my camera bag, because I don't think I've done a video on my new camera bag. And yeah, well, I'm not gonna do a lot of thinging with this now. Let's just get right to it. Okay, so this is my new camera bag. I've had it a while now, but this is the first time I'm doing a video on it. This is a Mantona I don't know what the official name of it is. It's just called a Mantona large camera bag, or large photography bag. I think when I bought it, the prices were fluctuating a lot, but it's between £50 to £80 you can get it for, and it is a fairly decent sized bag. Not the biggest, not the smallest, but it's a good size. Anyway, so I'm just going to start on the main thing. In the back here we have a pocket, which I think is mainly made for laptops, but I use it to keep my slate, which, yeah, not a lot to say about. Most of the time I take it out and I leave it out the pocket when I don't need it. Yeah, in the top here we have a waterproof sort of see-through pouch, which I keep my little DIY lav mic, and I also keep a number of SD card little boxes, just in case I need to give an SD card to someone overnight. And that's that. And then in the front pocket here we have, this is where I keep a lot of my sort of like little bits and bobs that I might need, but I also keep my Velben Ultra Stick monopod, which I shall be doing a video on soon. Might even do it right after this. And then in here then we have 5 pouches here, along with another waterproofed pouch here. In these pouches here I keep a clamp for a magic arm, and this little mini ball head. Yeah. And then I also keep in here a little head torch for night shoots, and this old crappy blower, air blower, which I used to clean my lenses, but I'm going to be replacing out a proper one before long. Then I also keep some adapter ring filter step-up rings. I forgot the name of them now. Just because you never know when you might need them. Those are the ones I very rarely use. Then I also keep a little USB cable, because you never know, once again. And I also keep another little, if I can get it out, I also keep another little handy torch, which is on the blink. I need to replace the battery in it. And then in this pouch here then I keep all my unused spare lens caps and body caps, so because you never know when you might need to take a lens off your camera, and just you don't want to get dust in it or whatever. Then in the front pocket here I keep all my HDMI, well, I keep all my big HDMI cables and HDMI adapters, because of, most of my cameras use mini HDMI, which is annoying. I got 2 sets of these for my Blackmagic. This is what I use for, and my GH4 as well. This is what I use for the HDMI adapter. I find it's easier to get one of these than get a full size HDMI cable with a mini with a micro HDMI on the one end of it. Just by getting one of these adapters. This is my spare one here. This is the main one I use. Just by getting one of these, all you need to get really is it's called a HDMI gender changer. And you just click that, and you put on yourself a small HDMI cable, and then you can also replace that then with a extended HDMI cable if you need a bit more length. But this works out better, because if the micro HDMI port breaks, all you need to do is replace that, and you've still got your big cables in one piece. So that's that. And I've also got my mini HDMI cable here as well. And yeah, that's everything that's in it. I do also have a large 6-foot full-size HDMI cable, but it's currently being used somewhere else. Okay, and now on to the main pocket. Oh, let's go in the lid first. In here, there's another waterproof one. I keep a longer USB cable, which is my, oh sorry, you can't really see it. I keep a longer USB cable, just because you never know. And I also keep a little pouch of tools and Allen keys and little bits and bobs, mostly to use with the Metabones. And then in these top pouches up here, this is where I keep my filter pouch and my SD card case. So I've got all my SD cards are all in here, and nice and safe, and they're easy to get to them as well. So okay, and now to the main body of everything. Okay, so normally I don't really keep my 600D in here, but I've recently added it to the bag because I found I've started using it a lot more as a sort of an extra, so like C camera or behind the scenes type thing. So that's why that's in here. So it's my 600Ds there. I've also got my Blackmagic pocket cinema camera with the Sigma 30mm1.4 on it, and I've also got my Rode video mic, which I mostly use with the behind the scenes camera. And you see I've got my small rig top handle, and I've got a Magic Arm attached to it for the monitor as well, and my cable port protector from Shapeways, which I have a video of where I've shown you how to modify it. Then I also have two lens hoods, which I very rarely use, apart from this one, which I use with whenever I use the Tokina, because it's a wide angle lens. The lens bulges out a tiny little bit, so it's just, you know, it's a bit of extra protection for it. And yeah, this pouch here, this is normally where I keep my GH4, and I'll usually have my GH4 attached to this, which is my Metabones EF to Micro Four Thirds adapter, and my Tokina. Because my GH4 is my go-to camera for use on the Steadicam, this is the setup I normally have with it. So it would be normally attached to that, and then under here then I also have my little Lumix lens, this will be replaced soon enough by the longer version of it. But this is sort of my secondary go-to lens for Steadicam work, and that's mostly because it allows for autofocus and things like that, and it's just nice to have a bit of a image stabilization as well. Then over here then, these two are my lesser used lenses. These are my two Canon kit lenses, my 18-55 and my 55-250mm, and this one I mostly use as like a secondary. This one I use as sort of my run and gun type lens. Especially if I'm on a Steadicam, I use this just so I have a little bit of extra reach. But this will be replaced by the Lumix before long, and also it'll be replaced by the 18-35 Sigma when I eventually get it. And of course, this is my go-to zoom lens for now, until that gets replaced. And now here's something I don't think I've really done a video on. This is my battery pouch for my Blackmagic, and so far I haven't really had a need to replace this at all. So this is just like an old battery. No, this is an old camera, like a point and shoot camera pouch. But inside I have two RAV Power tablet battery power banks. I do, and you see one of them still got the plastic wrap on it. But yeah, these two together, these will easily power a Blackmagic for an entire day of shooting this as well. And I keep them in this pouch because it also helps me keep all the cables I use with to attach it to the Blackmagic safe, and also it keeps them all together. And As you see, I've had to add like a bit of tape to it, because when both of them are in here, the Velcro doesn't quite reach. It holds, but it doesn't hold that well. So got a bit of tape just to hold it on. And then I got this attached to the zipper just as a quick release thing for it. I've still yet to get a system where I can use this and my Blackmagic on the Steadicam, but I'm hoping to get either a longer cable and then feed it through my Steadicam to the sled, where then this can be strapped to the sled as a counterweight. But yeah, I haven't quite thought it through yet. And then in the bottom of this pouch, this is where I keep all my other batteries for. I have my 2 Canon batteries here for my monitor. I have there's an extra Canon battery for my 600D, and then these 2 are the spare batteries for my GH4. So all my batteries go in this one area here, so nice and neat. And then finally in this last pouch, in this last section, I have the mains adapter for my Blackmagic, because recently I had a few problems with the power on it, and only plugging it into the mains would solve it, so I keep that with me at all times now. I've got this adapter for Sony, fly on me. I have this adapter for a Sony battery. I think it's NP. Is it N? I think it's NP 970s. And I use this as like an extra power thing for my monitor, which is the small HD here. And this is just an extra thing in case the Canon batteries run out, because I do have some extra Sony batteries. And then in here I've got my my small HD DP4 field monitor. And yeah, it's a really good monitor. I would highly recommend it, though I do wish they had a UK based store. And I think that's it. And then all over my back bag then I have these little hooks on the 2 sides, and what I use these for is, because this is quite a heavy bag, if I need to carry like my big tripod or a few stands onto a job, I'll take them all on a trolley that I've got with it. And what I do is I'll take the strap off, and these 2 will clip onto that trolley, so that the trolley is essentially my camera trolley then. So this can stay on it, and I just have to offload all the other stuff with it. So yeah, that is my camera bag, and let me know what you think of it. If you want, I'll have a link in the description below to this camera bag on Amazon, where I got it. And I think I'll leave it there now. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you think. Feel free to share your own camera bag, what's in my camera bag videos in the comment section. And yeah, I'm Dan in Effects, and I'll see you in the next video.